Hi guys, this is your girl Shy again with another video. First and foremost, happy 2018, y'all. Yeah, I just wanted to jump on here real quick and to wish everybody happy New Year first and foremost. I know I did that already, but also just to throw out some random thoughts, some things that have been on my mind, and I just said, you know what, let me just jump on front of the camera real quick and just share that. I know a lot of people probably are making their or have made their New Year's resolutions. A lot of people hit the gym early today. I bet you like all the Planet Fitnesses or Bally's or whatever gyms around the world are probably was jam packed with people, who's resolved to losing their weight and getting healthy and everything. And that's good for them. Hey, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So definitely not mad at them. I, on the other hand, that's one of my goals too. To definitely lose the weight, and definitely for a particular reason, because about a couple of weeks ago, I had to go to the emergency room because I was having chest pains. Luckily, the doctors didn't find anything. It probably was just some acid reflux that was going on. But at the same time, to be going to the ER and going to the hospital room and having IV in me and taking those tests and thinking that something was wrong, kind of gave me a little reality check. And I know that sometimes God would give you subtle little hints and subtle little nudges to let you know that you need to make some changes in your life. So, laying in there, luckily, I left the hospital on my own. I didn't, nothing was majorly wrong. And then I had to follow up with a cardiologist to, just to look in deeper, making sure that nothing is majorly wrong. I did a couple of tests. They came out okay. But the doctor said he wanted to do one particular test, and to just make sure that everything was a-okay. But of course my insurance said they won't pay for it, so he said he was going to, on my behalf, he was going to go back and say, hey, we really do need to do some deeper tests. So hopefully they approve that and I can get a clean bill of health. But it's just telling me that I need to do something that I really been neglecting to do. I said I'm going to do it. I start out good, start out strong, and not a lot of us will fall to the wayside. And, we get lazy and complacent, and then we don't do it anymore. And, dealing with that, I mean, you just don't know how much that kind of got to me. The fact that I'm lying in a hospital bed, they're talking about some of the different scenarios. They was thinking that I had blood clots and all this other kind of stuff. So of course, my heart is racing. They say, oh wow, your heart rate is up. And I say, yeah, because I'm nervous. That's the reason why. And then going to the cardiologist, same thing. My heart just racing because I just don't know what is going on with me. But I know that, this, like the song in The Color Purple, as they're singing at the end, if that's one of my favorite movies. But when they're going to the church and say, God is trying to tell you something, God is trying to tell you something right now, right now, right now. Okay, I just love to sing that little ditty for a minute. But yeah, he was trying to tell me something. He's trying to get my attention that, you know what, honey, you need to get your health in order. You need to get a lot of things in order. You need to get it together as far as your health concerned, because I got some things for you to do and you need your health to do it. So I said I'm taking that more seriously now, because I don't want a $5 problem turning into a $50 problem or a $5,000 problem. So I'm just saying I'm going to nip this in the bud, right now. And I said I'm not going to even wait till January 1st, starting with watching what I eat, watching what, what's around me and everything, reducing down my stress. Also, what I also learned is some of this might be even a spiritual based thing, holding on to old things, old grudges, and as much as I had to admit to myself as I'm thinking about old stuff, I said, one of my worst characteristics is that I was holding grudges. I was holding grudges from things in the past that I should have let go. I should have let go, old relationships that failed, in which I felt like, the other person had wronged me. Um, Situation that happened in my job in which I felt like that, the people, co-workers I was dealing with had wronged me. And I was still not really realizing I was still mad about that. And I was sitting up there like, why am I still mad when God has delivered me from that? And that's adding on more stress, more disappointments, adding much more pounds that I don't need onto my body, and also weakening my spirit, my mind, my physical body. For what? Those people are gone on with their lives, and I'm still holding a grudge and mad, and for what? What's it? Who am I hurting by being mad? Not them, certainly. They don't went on by that lie. They probably don't even forgot about it, or even here's this. They probably don't even think they did anything wrong. They just like, whatever. They probably think of me as an afterthought. But yet I'm still holding on, dwelling. So this is the one thing I came to the conclusion of. 2018, why everybody made the resolution of, being a better Christian, or being a better in their spiritual life, whatever your religious preference is. The top one is the losing weight. Going after, doing, fulfilling a certain goal that they keep on putting on the back burner. I said one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to resolve to be happy in 2018. And that means letting go of past hurts. A few nights before, the new year, I just remember laying in my bed and just praying and talking to God and saying, calling certain individuals by names or certain situations that I've been dealing with out by name and say, I release you, I release you, I release you, I release this, and I forgive this. I forgive this, because I cannot sit up here and hold grudges. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect. Yeah, I've done some things that I'm not proud of. So would I want that other person or God himself to forgive me? Because I do believe the scripture does say, and I'm paraphrasing, that how can you not forgive, how can you expect God to forgive you if you can't forgive your brother? I have to keep reminding myself of that every single day. And forget about it. Just deal with it. And at the same time, look at the bright side about it. You was delivered out of a certain situation. You was delivered out of bondage, because those situations that you was in was putting you in bondage. So why in the heck are you still mad about that? Why are you still carrying on that same hurt about that when I delivered you out of this situation? Do you want to go back and be enslaved in that situation? No. So why in the world are you still upset about that? Because you're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself mentally. You're hurting yourself physically. You're hurting yourself emotionally. So that's why I concluded 2018, I am resolving to be happy. And that means letting go. Definitely, I know it sounds like a cliche, but it's true. Letting go and letting God. Taking care of me. Because there's certain things that I thought should have happened in my life by now, and it hasn't happened yet. And it bothered me for a very long time. I said, why hasn't this happened, Lord? Why haven't this happened? Why haven't I, this, that, and the third? But, I understand that God's time is not my time. I look at myself. I hit a milestone age. I'm like, why hasn't this happened, Lord? What's the delay? Where am I falling short at? What is hindering that? So I said, you know what? I said, as of this year, not saying that I'm giving up on it, but I'm not going to let it consume me either. And I said I was overly concerned about, this situation or this time in my life happening, and I ain't taking care of me yet. I got to be prepared. I haven't prepared myself for that time in my life. And even if it don't happen, I'm still going to be happy. Am I going to stop praising God? Am I going to stop believing and trusting in God? No. Because maybe God still got something much better for me that I can even imagine. So therefore, I'm just going to have to trust him. That's just the bottom line. And I can't look at my age. I can't look at my situation or my circumstance, because God got his hands on all of that. If anything, I had to repent and tell God that I'm sorry, because I'm sitting up here spending time and dwelling on what I don't have, but I'm not thankful for what I do have. That he gave me the ability to purchase my first home. He gave me the ability to have a great job, that I can go to. He gave me the ability to drive the kind of car that I would, want to drive. He gave me the ability to have some great friends, around. It gives me the ability to stand up on my legs, on my own 2 feet, to breathe out of my own lungs. I don't have any machines breathing for me. I can go out there if I wanted to, even though I'm so out of shape. I can go out running a marathon, but there's some people who can't. Some people who are stuck in a wheelchair, and they could wish they could have the ability. So why in the heck am I sitting up here feeling down and feeling sorry for myself? If anything, I should be praising God. And I hate that I have to think about somebody else's misfortune to put that perspective. Because what I do is pray for that person that have their, they're going through their affliction, that they get delivered from that. Because that could easily been me. That could easily been you. Could easily been any of us. So what I got to be mad about? What I got to hang my head ashamed for? If anything, I should be praising God. Praising God that I made it to 2018, because somebody didn't even make it out. Somebody died on December 31st of last year. They didn't even see 2018. But the fact that I can make this video, and the fact that you watching it, that means that God got a plan for us, and it's just time for us to manifest that plan. So I don't know why I just wanted to say all of this, but just to, get this off my chest. So, like I said, whatever your plans or whatever your resolution is, see it through. Also, resolve to be happy. Resolve to let go old hurts, old pains, old angers, because all it's going to do is hurt you in the end. Resolve into, being the best person possible. Living your best life, and most of all, be good to yourself and your loved ones around you. That's how you can be, so happy. And just first of all, give all honor and praises up to Him. That's just it. That's just it in a nutshell. I just said I'm just gonna resolve to be happy. I'm gonna let all this stuff, all this old junk go. And I'm not going to overly concern with myself or what I don't have, because God got my life in the palm of His hand. So therefore, what I got to fret about? Nothing. Stop looking at my situation. Stop looking at my age. Stop looking at, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Oh, well, you know what? I'm still going to resolve to be praising God and being happy and doing what He has set forth for me to do. It goes to my favorite chapter, Matthew chapter 6. It says, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all its righteousness, and all of these things will be added unto you. So I'm gonna have to hold on to that. So I just want to kind of start a discussion here. So what is that you resolve to do in 2018? What is it that you are seeking for? What is it that you want to? What life change do you want to see? What positive change do you want to see when December 31st, 2018 hits? We got 364 days from here on out to achieve that, y'all. I know that I'm going to keep pressing forward, and I pray God to give me the strength to continue to press on when it gets hard. Because some things ain't going to be easy, but it's doable. So, what is your resolution? What do you resolve to do? And what is it that what is it that you want to make your 2018 the best? So, I love to hear from you guys. I'm going to post some other videos. Me and my goddaughter, we kind of celebrated 2018, me, her mother, her brothers and sisters, and they're my godchildren too. Well, they're my children too. Me and her mother known each other for many, many years, so her kids are like mine too as well. So I'm going to post some pictures of us celebrating the new year, and that was my first step into my happiness. All right, guys, I love you and many blessings to you.